We're going to kick off the February auction here at the New England Motorcycle Museum with this first year 1968 Honda CB350K0. This is the candy blue model with a really nice straight original tank, showing a little over 3,300 miles on the factory gauge cluster. This one is in original trim. It does not run. It's going to be sold as is at a low entry cost. Again, it's a first year K0. This is a really straight bike. It has not been down. It has sat for probably the majority of the last 2 decades. No formal mechanical evaluation has been made, but we can go over the bike cosmetically. The original wheel set looks in great condition. No major imperfections in the chrome. Of course, a little bit of pitting. It's pretty standard. I'm sure the fork lowers will clean up. The front fender, it's there, straight. Some imperfections, maybe a rechrome. That's a good serviceable piece. The forks look straight, original candy blue up top. See the factory headlight bucket, the HM7M headlight bucket. Blinkers intact, front and rear. The tank is really in exceptional condition. There is one dent on this side where it looks like where the fork came into the tank. The factory headers are present with this slip-on period set of mufflers. Factory intake, carburetors are present. The motor looks in good condition. There are no imperfections in the cases, no broken fins that I've seen. All the electronics are there. This isn't a bike that was parked and used as a parts bike, so there's no parts stolen off of it. It is a complete, really a survivor and a great candidate for restoration. The original side panels, as you guys know, these are getting extremely valuable for folks that are looking to do restorations on bikes like this, but oftentimes the parts are missing. So let me see what else I can tell you about it. Yeah, the rear fender intact as well. Rear turn signals, rear tail light. Rear fender got smashed on this side. Maybe straighten it, maybe replace it. That's going to be up to you. This is a roll your own project. Again, it's been parked for the better part of the last 2 decades at least. We do not have a title document for the bike, but ask us about our title program. We can help you title in any state. Look at the original Honda badge here. HM wing decal. This is really in fantastic shape. The death nail for these is ethanol in the fuel and then sitting. The pilots get clogged and they won't start, and then time goes by. So inside of the tank is really in exceptional condition. Cap looks a little crusty, but check it out, guys. The tank interior looks great. You can get a flashlight and look a little deeper down there. I'll tell you what I see. Looks like a little bit of dried fuel, but there is no rot and no rust issues with this tank. Really just an exceptional. This is probably a $300 tank on eBay. That could be straightened by a competent PDR guy. Original controls. Looks like the factory cables. Original grip on this side. And then the headlight controls and factory switches all present and intact. As far as the mirrors, made in Japan, HM mirrors. Looks like it may potentially a reproduction on this side. Original shocks. Not much else to say about it, guys. It's going to be sold as is at a low entry cost. Message your zip code for a shipping quote. Any questions, call in 860-454-7024. This is a nice straight restoration candidate that's going to be sold as is. Again, it is not running. It's going to need a full refresh of the fuel system. Expected, new petcock, new fuel lines, carburetor service. I'm sure valve adjustment, maybe adjust the points, put new tires, go through the brakes, new battery, new fluids, and you got yourself a winner. And if you're going to do a frame off nut and bolt, this is a really, really good. This is the type of bike that you want to start with. A good core, and you can get into this one really inexpensively. So thanks for watching, guys. Lots more like this and some real cherries coming up later on this month. This week we have this brand new CRF 80, 98 CR250 aluminum frame, and an 89 CR500 with a bunch of goodies on it. Triumph Silver Jubilee. This is the nicest one that I personally have ever seen. 5,000 miles, 100% original. Long live the Queen. Another Bonneville T140V. Amongst others, this Avenger is a real sweetheart. This twin cylinder motor, the rotary induction, electronic ignition, Kawasaki. This came in from Billy Blythe, actually from his personal collection, and that's a real sweetheart. But anyways, guys,
it's clear-cut, top-notch candidate for restoration. And I see a lot of these that are completely roached. This one, as Kenny said, you know, probably got some dirt in the carburetor and ethanol fuel, and it stopped running, and someone parked it, and it sat for a long, long time in a pretty good place. Look, you know, the saddle is there. It's got some, you know, some blemishes in it, but that's the original seat from 1968, and all the bits and pieces are here. Everything, all the hard to find parts, side covers, as you said, Kenny. You know, looking at the chain guard, all the pieces that are missing. This gear linkage, this annoying linkage here, you know, that's the kind of stuff that gets tossed. And here it is, all the bits. You know, the dual leading shoe, front brake, all the pieces, everything. You know, like I was saying, it's a top-notch candidate for restoration, in my opinion. You know, if I was a Honda 350 guy, which I am sort of, you know, the more I look at this bike, the more I like it.
stay tuned. Good luck bidding on this one, and God bless America.